move. In my opinion, the first step to overcome such unequal representation starts with each and every one of us, to stop labeling, for example, a job as a man job or as a woman job. So in the field of computer science, we should stop saying that this is a man's job or women are not made to program.
It's hard to say which approach is the best, since not everyone with impairments want to be treated the same way. But one basic thing is to adapt the environment so it's accessible to all. And also, I think it's important that people without impairments don't automatically assume that people with impairments don't want to do some things or can't do some things. I think you should see to every case separately. At university level, I think the university management is responsible for equal treatment. But in the long run, I think the Swedish government has a really big responsibility. They can issue guidelines and give tools to prevent and punish unequal treatment.
This problem is more complex to just point at persons who can resolve it. On one part, I feel like this problem has a natural process of improving and resolving itself as new generations come with a more open-minded view. On the other hand, there is a lot of responsibility for certain people and organizations to take steps towards having equal conditions and representation as much as possible, such as governments, embassies, and universities for students.
I think everyone is always responsible, but for sure, if the law doesn't accept it, then who will?
To include more women in the academy, the first and best approach, I think, is to hire more women. In that way, we as students find more women as lecturers and as role models, and can also inspire to become women in the academy. Though it's not an easy task, and the academy needs to change its underlying structures and prejudice. The main responsibility to prevent lack of representation of all groups in Sweden, it falls on the government. But I also think that every actor in society is obligated to make their environment as inclusive as possible.
So one approach I strongly believe in is to educate and make everyone aware of the underrepresented groups. Then we can all help to inspire and inform the underrepresented groups of the opportunities that arise from an education like mine. So I do believe a big responsibility lies at the universities to identify underrepresented groups and work together with high schools and other functions in community to make equal representation.